Hey boys and girls, we're going to try to do this math lesson on here. So right before we left, we were supposed to be starting our brand new chapter, so we're going to start it online here. So this is just a review from what you would have learned last year, and it's just to refresh your memory before we start our new lesson for tomorrow. So if we look here, this is from our chapter review. We're going to be moving on to our chapter about bar graphs and line plots and just in general graphing. So if I look here, it says using graphs to show data, and that's what we're going to be doing. So if we look at the picture here, it says Kimberly has this following solid shapes. So it has all these shapes, and we can use this data and we can actually turn it into a data chart. So if we look here, Kimberly made a tally chart, and you should have learned about tally charts last year. So she counted up the number of cubes. So if we look here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and she said what shape it was, and she had a tally for 5. So just remember that when you do tallies, when you get to the fifth one, it comes across. So if I do we're gonna try to do this with here. Oh, didn't work. Hold on, give me 1 minute. Let's see. 2, 3, oops, 4, and 5. When you get to the fifth one, you go across. And it makes it easier because if you have a few of these, you can just count by 5s then. So if we look over here, it says the number of shapes was 5. Now for cylinders, there's 1, 2, 3 cylinders, and she has 3 tallies, and they're 3. The rectangular prisms, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have, I must have missed one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So here we count by 5s, 5, 10, which is 10. Spheres, 1, 2, 2 tallies, and 2. The pyramids, 1, 2, 3, 4, over here. It's 4, and over here. So that was turned into a tally chart. And then Kimberly turned it into a picture graph. So if you look here, it's super important to always look at the key. Because in this case, the key, each star stands for one solid shape. But this year, we're going to talk about how each symbol might stand for more. It could be 2, it could be 4, it could be 5. So each one of these stands for one of the tallies that you put here. So here I have 5 shapes or 5 tallies. So there's 5 stars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 and 3. 1, 2, 3. 10 and 10. 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2 and 4, 2 and 4. So we scroll down to the next part. This is what we're going to be talking about doing this year, and that is going to be making a bar graph. That's supposed to be an arrow. There we go. Looks a little bit better. Ugh. Let's try it again. This is what we're going to be learning about this year. Much better. It's turning that into a bar graph. So if we look here, it tells us the title up here, Kim's Solid Shapes, which if you look above at the last one, the title's the same from the picture graph here. This is where the title is. So we have the same title, Kim's Solid Shapes, and on the side, it tells me what types of shapes she has. So if I look here, that kind of goes along with what was over here. And on the bottom, it measures the number of shapes, which was also taken from the tally chart. And that's how you make bars. So you notice all the different types that we have here, and the bars go corresponding to the top graph. So if we look here, this is a cube, so she had 5. So if I look here, the line here should stop at 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I go down, it's 5. Cylinders 3, rectangular prisms 10, sphere is 2, and prism is 4. So if I wanted to figure out how many total shapes, I would just add all of them together. So we have 5 plus 3 is 8, 8 plus 10 is 18, 18 plus 2 is 20, and then 24. So she has a total of 24 shapes. Let's look at this quick check. It's kind of similar to what we did before. Normally, I would have you do it in your books, but since we're unable to do that, I'm just going to follow along here. So similar to what we had before, here are all the pictures, and we are going to fill in this tally chart. So I actually have it filled in already for you. So if I count the number of bears, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I actually think what I'm going to do is I'm going to block these numbers out so that we could do it together. Give me 1 second. Let me pause. Okay, let's try this again. So if I look at the bears, I'm going to count my bears. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm going to put 7 tallies. So I'm going to actually try to do lines. So 1, oop, 1, 2. Let's see if I can figure this out a little bit faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, crossover 5, 6, 7. So I have 7 bears. Now we got to count the penguins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'm going to draw 9 tallies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If I count the sheeps, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now I'm going to do 5 plus 1 extra. 5, 6. So I have 6 here. And then I have giraffes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then I'm going to put 8. So now I've used this picture and I've turned it into my tally chart. So, let's go. Alright, so if we look here, now I want to turn it into a picture graph. So I have done the bears. I have 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Penguins, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And the giraffes are done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to do the sheep. So now I need to do 6 sheep we have here. So I'm trying to copy the paw print. And then I'm hoping, here it goes, can move it over. So I need 6 of these. So, well, actually, what I could do to make it faster is if I need 6, then I can copy these. And I can just move these 6 over here. So 6. Now I have to figure out my bar graph. So let me figure this out. I have to figure out my bar graph. So I have to use this information that I have from the tally chart. And I did look here where it says each paw print stands for one animal. It's important to look there to make sure you have the right scale. So if I look here, the giraffes, I had 8. So it stops at 8. The sheep, I need 5. Or no, I'm sorry, I need 6. So I'm going to make a bar all the way to 6. Alright. Let me try it again. There we go. And then for penguins, I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'm going to start here, and I'm going to go all the way up to 9. And for bears, I need 7. So start here, go all the way up to 7. All right, so now this data aligns with the data here, which I've gotten from the other two pictures. So what we're going to be doing in our lessons for the next chapter is being able to complete tally charts and turn those tally charts into picture graphs. The picture graphs are going to have different scales. So since this is just a review, I only had the scale of 1, but it's going to be other scales. It could be 2, 5. Sometimes it'll even be half symbols, which we'll go over.